Hi, this is Robert with Vending. How today we're going to take a look at how to refurbish a snack machine. So we always have a number of used machines in our shop, and some of those are machines we've had on location. A lot of them are machines that we have purchased from other vendors. It's a great way to keep your costs down is to buy used machines and refurbish them yourself. There's a number of things you want to do once you have taken and chosen the right machine for the location. If you have any questions about that, look at our video on how to choose the right machine for the location. We're going to then take and check the cabinet of the machine to make sure there's no large dents and that it's square, wasn't damaged at any point. We don't do body work ourselves, so if that was a problem, we would send that machine out to have that repaired. Okay, we're going to make sure the machine doesn't need any paint work done. We don't do paint work. We don't have a paint booth here, so that's something else we'd have to send out. And if you look at a machine and it has too much damage to it, you have to make a decision. Is this machine worth salvaging? Should I refurbish this machine, or should I turn it into parts and recycle the rest? The thing that's really going to be the deciding factor is, are there parts available for this machine, or is it an older machine and there aren't parts available for it? Or is the cabinet of the machine damaged so badly that it doesn't make sense to fix that cabinet and better off taking these parts and putting them in a good cabinet? All right, now we're looking at the side of this machine. We can see there's a lot of scratches on the side of this machine, and it's kind of faded, and there's also some deeper scratches. These deeper scratches, we're going to want to take a pen and fill these in, a paint pen. See our video on paint refurbishing, really do know how to do that. And most of these light scratches are just going to vanish, and this paint's going to really clear up if I take and buff this machine. See our video on buffing for that, and also on our video on waxing, because we're going to want to put a nice wax finish on this after we buff it. And just like a car, it's really going to bring it back to life. It's going to be a nice looking machine. One of the things about making your machine look nice, not only is it better for your customer because they like having a nice looking machine in their location, you keep your location happy, but individual customers are going to come up to this machine, and if it looks nice and it's clean and functional, they're far more likely to want to eat food out of it and use your machine. So it's a win-win situation if you take the time to clean this paint up, buff it up, make it look nice. All right, now we've looked at what we need to do to the cabinet, to the exterior. Obviously, it's going to be need a cleaning. When you clean it, I suggest you use some sort of a toothbrush or something to get into all the small cracks. This particular machine's going to need trim, so we're going to want to order trim if we don't have it here in stock in our warehouse. Replace any damaged trim on the machine. Now we're going to look at the electronics. We're going to look at the bill validator and make sure that's functional. Reference our video on how to check your bill validator. We're also going to look at our coin mechanism. Reference our video on coin mechanisms for how to do that. Assuming those all work, we're then going to test the motors, make sure all the motors work on the machine. And we have a video on how to test VIN motors. All right, we're also going to want to look at the power cord on this machine, make sure the power cord isn't damaged. If it has any cuts in it, or if it's been badly bent or crushed by a leg of a machine or something like that, we're going to want to change the power cord. That can cause all kinds of problems. A bad power cord can cause problems with the electronics in the machine and the reliability of the machine. Check our video on how to change a power cord in a vending machine. All right, now we're going to work on the inside of the cabinet. We're sure all the electronics work. We've taken care of the outside of the cabinet, made it look nice. We're going to make sure all the shelves come in and out easily. If any of your rollers have been damaged, you're going to want to replace those. We've actually done a video on how to replace rollers. If you have any problems with your fronts here, if these are cracked or damaged, you're going to want to replace these little tray fronts on your snack machine. Please check the video on how to change tray fronts. All right, once we're sure all of our trays open and close properly, we've tested our motors, we have made sure the tray fronts are okay, we're going to go ahead and clean this up very nicely. You're going to want to use something like an orange oil, some kind of an orange cleaner, something that's going to remove the glue that is on these trays from the chips especially. We have videos on how to clean those trays and how to clean the coils. Please reference those for how to do that if you aren't sure how. Once everything in the machine has been cleaned, we want to look at our menu that we did. We have a video on how to make your selections for what products to go into the machine, how to set up your menus. We're going to change the coils to match the products that are going in this machine. There's a video on how to change most coils in snack machines, so check that out. Also on how to put in your side spacers. We're going to set that all up. If these price tags are looking faded, just go through, change out to nice, clean, fresh price tags so that that looks nice in the machine. People really notice those. If those are dirty and beat up, they're going to assume your food is somehow dirty and beat up as well. Once all the coils are set up, machine's clean, everything works, we know we're about to install it. Usually the day before or the morning of the install, we'll go through. We're going to fill everything in this machine with the exception of our chocolate. If it's a warm day, we don't want the machine sitting in the truck with the chocolate in it. Get that ready to go so that when we're on location, we now have a fully functional, operational, clean, beautiful machine that the customer is going to be proud to have at their workplace, that you're going to be proud to bring in, and you know it's going to work. Make happy customers, increase your sales. When you do this, you want to allow 8 to 16 hours to refurbish a snack machine. It's a long process. The more experienced you are, obviously the faster it goes. The better condition the machine is in, the faster it goes. Someone who really knows what they're doing and the machine's in pretty good condition can have all this done in 4 hours. For some of you, it will be a 16-hour process. Also, when you're getting your machine ready to go, a couple things you want to do is make sure the stickers on it are in good shape. For instance, this will need to be replaced. This is our custom touch vending sticker. Lets people know how to contact us, has our address, has our phone number, all very clearly stated. Also, what kind of bills the machine accepts. We send all of our machines out just about with 1s, 2s, and 5s activated, so we'll need to change that out. Once all that's finished, your machine's ready to go.